You know what? Why kick out just one celebrity when you can have twice the fun? Welcome to Celebrity Big Brother. Okay, it's double eviction night. We're going to kick out the first evictee in about half an hour's time. And evictee number 2 will be booted out in our second show at 11 o'clock tonight. And not a moment too soon. Oh my God. Never has Britain screamed so much at the television. So who do you want to get rid of tonight? To evict Chantal, call 09011 32 33 01. That's 09011 32 33 01. To evict Dennis, call 09011 32 33 02. 09011 32 33 02. To evict George, call 090... Start that again. 09011 32 33 04. 09011 32 33 04. Or you can text the name of the housemate you want to evict to 84444. In just 26 minutes we're going to be closing the lines, and then that will be it. No more voting tonight. But right now it's time for the first instalment of yesterday's action. Morning has broken in the Big Brother house, but the night before still hangs heavy.
Day 20, 9:40 a.m. Most of the housemates are asleep. Pete and Michael are in the kitchen.
Morning. It's weird when that stops now, isn't it?
I've got a right headache.
What's wrong? Oh, boozy.
Some drinking, yeah.
White hand
Morning.
99. White hand.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's the real limit, Miss Ross.
Porridge, George?
No thanks, no.
No?
No, I won't have toast, thanks. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I have to lose control.
Where's here, George?
Got a better one, yeah?
Yeah.
Another long fucking day.
gonna start the fight this time.
No fighting.
The housemates are unaware that there'll be a double eviction tomorrow.
I can't wait till tonight.
I don't know if there's going to be one tonight, you tell.
No
bells, no bells. No bells.
I reckon one of us is getting boat tonight, the big boat.
You had the song this morning, new. It's a new day, new morning is broken, fresh start, so on. That might have been more to do with the arguing. Maybe. Arguing last night. Maybe. Could have been.
10:27 a.m. Most of the housemates are in the house. Chantel and Preston are in the spa.
I know, all it's made me realise being in here is the fact that we're actually, like, whether we act silly and giggle and like...
At the end of the day...
do all this. But ultimately, I feel like we're, like, the only like, apart from Maggot...
Yeah.
We're the only grown-ups in it.
Definitely. I'm not being funny, I can't believe, George, that he would actually push us that far and bully us that much into revealing the truth and that we'd all fail and get a pound a day.
Yeah. But the fact that he was going, you were lying, you've been exposed as a lying, cheating...
How can he say
whatever,
that? You
whatever.
turned around when you were cheating politicians, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's just a cheating, conniving, vile little man.
I feel really hurt. Like, I do feel a bit upset by it all.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
But the thing is with George, though, because all of his MPs and that, all like the men that go into the Houses of Parliament, they're going to think, well, if he can, in their eyes, this is probably a stupid TV game show.
What it is?
Yeah, to them.
I mean, it is anyway.
Yeah, and they're going to think, right, if he can do what he's done in here, what the hell is he doing outside?
Yeah, he can't even go through a game show without cheating.
Without cheating 3 times.
And he can't earn the respect of anyone in the house other than, like, a 50-year-old transvestite.
Wait, I don't want to go because I don't leave you on your own.
No, please don't leave me.
I'll be like a lamb to the slaughter if I go.
I know. Yeah, it'd be rubbish.
It'd be horrible.
What will I do on my own?
I know, it's just like...
In fact, for a politician, George is a really shit arguer, isn't he?
What's his band called? Respect. It should have 3 little letters in front of it. D-I-S. Disrespect.
(3:05 p.m. Tracy and Maggot are in the bedroom.
I wonder what we're doing today.
Arguing. Fighting.
Have there been arguments breaking out?
No, not at all.
Not yet?
Not yet, and I hope they don't, because I'm not in the mood for them today.
Yeah.
Pete and George are in a spa. Michael, Chantel and Preston are at the seating area playing a game of word association.
Ugly.
Crap.
Good.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Truth.
Lies.
Dare.
Guts.
Cuts from dare.
Dare. You have to have guts to dare to do
Oh,
something.
sorry. All right.
Guts and gutters.
Getting a bit strange, this. Stuffing.
Suspenders.
Crushes knickers.
You couldn't even hardly say it.
Oh, Michael, don't worry, I won't put that on you. What did you say?
Suspenders?
Well, you can, but I'm not wearing them.
Dennis is in the diary room.
A few people in the house that are really on the edge. The 3 strongest people here, I think, actually, it's me, Pete, and George. I think that, like I say, a lot of people here have their own vendettas while they're here. You know, like I say, if I stay here, if I win the thing, that'll be great. You know, people know me in London, but I think most of these people nerves here are not, they're not accustomed to these confinements. And once you clash with all these people together, and all of a sudden, 19 days in the house, you know, things seem to flare up a little bit, and you could tell who's the strongest and who's the weakest. I think that Preston is is thin out a little bit with his nerves. I think that the other little kid, whatever her name, Chantel, she's very fragile. Michael is fragile, and I've tried to tell people in this house that you cannot let pressure, let these things pressure you to unravel. You cannot do that. It's only 3 days left in this house, and I still hold strong. I'm still going to leave here, same Dennis Rodman, and I still, I see the people on the streets. I say, hi, how you doing? How's everything? And live life.
3:36 p.m.
This morning
Have
come
you
out.
got a spare ciggy? For a ciggy?
For you?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like you enough.
I haven't got any left.
Those kids are so scared of you, it's crazy. I mean, you can sit there and call Preston an idiot.
I do, all the time.
And he won't say a word. It's like, wow, okay. You
I constantly call him an imbecile.
Yeah, and they won't say a word. You know?
But I mean it.
Well, I know you mean it, but they think you like just joking around.
I completely mean it.
But you've been up twice. The public have voted you back in twice.
Like I said, it's sad enough this fact that the only way he got nominated is because they shut him out. That's what it was.
I love the way. Yeah, because you said you'd have voted for me.
Yeah, so you take
away the power.
I was thinking about that in bed last night. The logic of that is, you're going to take the votes off people if you don't, if you think they're going to vote against you. He might as well be Big Brother then. He might as well be the dictator.
No, I think we wanted breakfast and all that. And we always had porridge.
Yeah.
One porridge sauce. I didn't carry it on. No. Oh, God.
He's given us one-word answers like a spoilt teenager. That's what he's doing.
It's guilt. He's full of guilt because he knows he was out of order.
But yeah, I think with the mature thing for us to do is to
totally out of
just
order.
absolutely drop it. Don't you
It's like
think?
having a night with Dennis when I stood up to him. In the end, he backed down.
Yeah, good.
Nobody stood up to him before.
No. I wouldn't ever back down to Dennis. I wouldn't.
I think Dennis is ultimately, I think he's good. He's a goodie, I think. I think
Really?
he's just gotten in with the bad crowd.
Really?
No.
If I go up tonight, they'll put up Dennis tomorrow.
Oh, of course I will.
If Dennis goes out tonight, they'll put up me tomorrow.
They would like to remove me.
They won't never touch you.
We better not.
The
won't
kids.
bother in this.
The kids would.
They won't touch
Why?
you. There's no way. There's no way. They would have. If
Well, no way to his face. They won't do it to his face, but
They will in the diary.
in the diary room they will. Gloves are off now.
George, mate, I think the gloves were off a long time ago, actually. Listen, love them or hate them, they've all been amazing. But you know what? I want to know who you want out to evict Chantal. Call 09011 32 33 01. 09011 32 33 01 to evict Dennis. Call 09011 32 33 02. 09011 32 33 02 to evict George. Call 09011 32 33 04. That's 09011 32 33 04. Or you can evict, or you can text the name of the housemate you want to evict to 84444. Now, the lines are going to close in about 14 minutes' time. That's for both evictees, and I'll be seeing you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. Okay, Chantal, Dennis and George are all teetering on the edge of eviction. But tonight, it's a double whammy. You have twice the power. Please use it wisely. Okay, the lines are going to close for both evictees in just 9 minutes' time. The two housemates with the most votes will leave tonight. To evict Chantal, do I look bothered? Call 09011 32 33 01. That's 09011 32 33 01. To evict Dennis, call 09011 32 33 02. That's 09011 32 33 02. To evict George, friends, comrades, brothers and sisters, call 09011 32 33 04. That's 09011 32 33 04. But first, back to the house yesterday and see if you can spot Big Brother's hilarious schoolboy gag.
6:20 p.m. Big Brother has set housemates a debating task. Michael and George have selected themselves to debate whether the United Kingdom or the United States of America is better.
Would Michael make his argument?
My fellow Americans, today I take one small step for man and one huge step for mankind. Oh, yes, the American dream. There is the American dream. And there's Tracy, the American wet dream. But you have to remember that I had a dream. I had a dream that every man, woman, and child in this house of the brother, would be together, would unite together, so that we could all understand what the hell Dennis is saying. It's up to you. New York. New York.
Step together, Paris.
Very, very good.
This is Big Brother. Thank you, Michael.
It's all right, honey, just listen to the word, honey.
Brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, as has just been vividly demonstrated, the United States today is a giant with the mind of a child. And that's the problem. Then I want to make it clear that there's nothing anti-American about me. I have a shelf full of American books, a record collection full of American music. Some of my best friends are American and they're sitting in this audience here this evening. Indeed, I am the great-grandson of probably the only woman in the entire 19th century who emigrated from America to Scotland. I think she got on the wrong boat, but that's as it happened. So let me make my first argument why the United Kingdom is better than the United States of America. If you fall down sick in the streets of New York this evening, the ambulance man must feel for your wallet before he feels for your pulse. He must count your money. He must check the color of your card to see whether you're going to the Paupers Hospital or whether you're going to get the best health care available. In the United Kingdom, thanks to the Labour government of 1945, every man, woman and child in this country is entitled to the same standard of medical care, irrespective of their wealth, because we believe that some things are too important to be left to the dollar. Right. Who was it who famously had a dream? It was Martin Luther King who had a dream. What happened to Martin Luther King? They shot him down because of his dream. Because his dream was catching fire in the imagination of the people of the United States. Freedom.
It's been 7 minutes since George began his speech.
The United States, rapacious, gigantic, a behemoth, would be a problem for the world even if it was wisely led. The fact that it's led by imbeciles from the Republican Party, like the one you just heard this evening, means you would have to choose the United Kingdom over the United States any day.
And your point is?
Very good.
Pete and Chantel must debate whether being young or old is better.
Well, come on, Chantel. You convince me why it's better to be you than me. Come on.
The reason why is because I wake up in the morning and I don't have to put makeup on straight away because I haven't got any wrinkles, but I might have pimples.
You find a wrinkle on me, honey, and I'll give you a gold clock.
Yeah, because you find out.
Yeah, but they're not, hon. But nonetheless, I do hold this point of view that there's many a good tune played on an old fiddle, and I don't believe you've got your strings yet.
Why do people have plastic surgery? To make themselves look younger if they don't want to be young?
I think anybody who has plastic surgery in order to be young is really hugely misled, because they'll never look like a young person. Nobody who's ever had plastic surgery will ever look young. They'll look like a well-maintained old person.
No, because they do it to look younger, so they iron their wrinkles out.
That's wrinkles aren't about age. You've got more wrinkles than me and you're younger.
Yeah, because I haven't had plastic surgery.
My plastic surgery hasn't interfered with one damn wrinkle on my face.
Well, is that why you got... No, this is getting personal.
You've got more wrinkles than me. You've probably got more stretch marks than me.
I don't want this to get personal.
That is completely down to genetics.
You said you can't.
No, you misled
You said
the
that you
topic
can't
here.
frown because your forehead don't crease. How is that not a
It
wrinkle?
doesn't crease because I've gone through that experience. Oh, no, hon, no, hon, no, hon. A tidy bookcase is not a young bookcase. It's a tidy bookcase.
No, it's not. I completely
You don't know the meaning of
disagree.
plastic surgery, and that's one of the
because
points for you.
I personally think that people who have... Oh, really stupid.
Whoever told you I'd have plastic surgery? I could have lied. You lied.
Yeah, but I don't believe that for a minute.
Well, that's your point. That's my word against yours.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
completely.
untouched by the scalpel.
You're great. No,
Anyway,
you're not. You told me that you
need makeup brushes. I use mine. That's horrible. I hated that bit.
That was horrible.
I'm sweating. Well, I didn't pay attention to anybody else's debate, so I lost the pattern. I'm sorry. That
I think you did what you needed to do. You've destroyed this young lady.
Oh God! I'm sorry.
"9:52 p.m. Chantel and Pete are in the house.
Have you ever seen a fully grown man naked? Really? Is it good? Really? What? How good? What, like the best? Really? Have you had a shower today? Really? What, you don't wash? You never wash? Oh my God. Yeah.
Dennis and Tracy are in the spa.
It's interesting that you know what people's motives are.
The motives are like this. Everybody's motives here, seriously. 90% of the people here motives are money. There ain't no getting around that. Ruler said it, Faria said it, Maggie said it, everybody said it. Motive here is money. If you was getting paid 10 grand to come in this fucking house for 22 fucking days, would you do that? There ain't no fucking way. If I win this damn thing, it ain't gonna make me no more famous than I'm already are.
I think it definitely gives one an even bigger name.
Seriously, we have narrowed our lives down to a fucking reality fucking show to make ourselves known. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking bullshit.
George is in the diary room.
George, how are you feeling about the impending eviction?
I'm quite calm about it. Obviously, I don't want to be evicted, but I'm perfectly calm about it. It's been quite a long innings, and there are people to see and things to do in the outside world, so I shan't be shedding a tear if I'm voted out. But of course, you know that I don't like to lose elections, and I see this as an election, and obviously I want to win it.
George, how do you think you'll be remembered by your fellow housemates?
Well, I don't know. I was twice chosen by them as the most intelligent, most articulate, whatever the formulation was. First time to be the lab assistant, and then the second time to perform the task that became the appearance on Richard and Judy. That was probably my finest hour, the moment of my maximum popularity, when I won £140 worth of food for a hungry household. But you know, electorates have short memories, and this electorate proved no different, because only a few days later they voted by a majority to take away my rights. But hey, that's politics.
Can you hear that? Do you know what that is? That, my friends, is the sound of the Eviction Express on its way to Loserville. and it's about to pick up one of our celebrities. Join me after the break to find out which one. Can you see that sign? Joan? Joan, will you say yes, he wants to marry you? OK, on with the show. Right, hi, welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother. Right, now, time to find out which celebrity is going to feel your fury first. I'm now going to talk to the house. Big Brother house, this is Davina. You are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Oh, come on.
I'll try not to.
Dennis.
What up? What up?
Chantal.
Hiya.
Dennis.
What up?
And George.
Hi.
The lines are closed, the votes have been counted and verified, and I can now reveal that the fourth housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother house is... George. George, you have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. I'm coming to get you.
See you soon.
No,
That's fine. Hey,
Sorry.
Bye, guys.
Stay out there.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Sorry, Dennis. I thought it was his.
Oh.
Mom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. George, you have been evicted. Please leave for the house. George, you have been evicted. Please leave for the house. Good news for George, there was an election and he got the most votes. Bad news means he's going to get evicted, or he's been evicted. It's question time for George after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother and welcome to George. Now, before we start, I have to say that you have been one of our best housemates, if not the best ever housemate that we've ever had in Celebrity Big Brother. And let's just get that clear to start off with.
Thanks.
So thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
But that's the nice bit over, I'm afraid, because... OK, here we go. Right, you're a politician.
Yep.
You've lost an election. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, I don't normally lose elections, and this was a big one. But I did win one before, and I was unanimously chosen by the housemates twice to represent them in public.
For your intelligence?
And my
and your
articulateness and my leadership. So these are
listen,
positives I'm clinging on to.
They are. Cling on to them. Now, George, now listen, why do you think you were evicted?
I don't know. That depends on who's watching the show. Maybe people wanted me back out and on the road, which is what I'm normally doing, traveling the country speaking to 500 people. I figured it was a good idea to try and speak to 5 million people every night.
Yes. But let's just remember why you're out to start off with, because it all kind of started about the rule breaking.
Oh, yeah.
Now, basically, because you broke the rules again, Big Brother decided to punish you and that led to you not being able to nominate. How did you feel about that?
Very bad, because I thought it was a bit of a setup. I mean, people were breaking the rules all over the place, and especially that night and that day about the events of the night before, when Preston and I had been taken into the studio and everyone saw what we said, which was obviously a shock to people.
But that was for the same reason, because... Oh, hang on, I can put that back on for you, Josh.
Yeah.
That was obviously, again, because of the nominations thing. Now, the reason why Big Brother holds that rule, particularly as an important one, is because it can sway other people's nominations. And it was seen as trying to sway Ruler's nomination. It wasn't the fact that you said it, it was the fact that...
I had no problem about Big Brother punishing me, but of course Big Brother washed his hands of the crime and asked the housemates to decide.
Well, it was democratic.
Well, yeah, and they decided to take my rights away, and later admitted that it was because they thought that I might vote against them. Well, that
but
was
would
like...
you have not done that to them?
I wouldn't, because I wouldn't. That's a bit like George Bush in Florida taking people's votes away because he knew they were going to vote against him. I don't agree with that.
I see your point, but it wouldn't have made any difference, actually, even if you had been allowed to vote, because you were given 4 nominations, and even if you'd voted, you would have still been nominated, as would the others. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the nominations.
I think he's shifty, he's pretty crafty, and what more do you want on top of that?
I've lost a lot of respect for him, and I'm going to nominate him for that reason.
I must have either completely offended him, where he would do anything or say anything to get me out of the house, yet he won't say anything about it, or he wants to take me on a romantic rendezvous and have his way with me. I can't tell.
I think it's about time that he went back and he represented the people who elected him as an MP.
So, what did you make of that? Any surprises?
Yeah.
Who I mean, surprised by?
There's a lot of bitterness builds up in a house like that.
It's like a pressure cooker.
It's like a pressure cooker, and I'm sure there's lots of people said similar things about
but who
more
are you
or less
upset about
everybody.
Looking at that?
Maggot, probably, because he was a more centrist figure, not quite with one clique and not quite with another.
Well, he's quite clever in a way, because Maggot kind of floats from group to group and he never really offends anyone, so he's...
Yeah.
He doesn't stick his neck out.
But if you stay in the middle of the road long enough, you usually get knocked down by the traffic going both ways.
Now, listen, I want to talk about the impact that you've made on kind of going in to the Big Brother house. What do you think will be your defining moment in there?
Oh, Richard and Judy, definitely. The house was actually almost starving, definitely malnourished, and I won them £140 worth of food. And
see, within the house, that probably was your defining moment.
For the housemates. That was my finest hour, yeah.
But for us, strangely, it wasn't. Take a look at this.
Now, would you like me to be the cat?
Yes, please.
Look. Yes, good pussycat, yes. Good girl. Good girl. Now look, you've still got cream all over your whiskers. Yeah, good pussycat, yes. Good pussycat. Good pussycat, that's better. Oh, what a good kitty. Oh, yes.
Good purr. My purr was quite good.
Your purr was superb, but I got the feeling you'd done it before. I was like, he's done this before. Now, listen, to be fair, right, let's be fair, that was a task.
Yes.
And Big Brother had asked you to do this.
I tried to do all the...
so seriously.
I tried that, actually. Not least because I was so bored I was delighted to get a task. But I decided if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. So I threw myself into all the tasks.
You did. You did. Can I just say something? Hang on, there's a bit of cream. OK, right, now, you caused a complete furore by being in that house. Could we just have a look at some of the headlines that have been... these are just a few of the headlines as well that have been in the papers. Did you think that it would cause such a furore? I mean, they just go on and on, don't they? George, I see you biting your lip nervously there.
Oh, dear.
So, did you expect that much attention from coming in?
I didn't,
the house?
but I knew that my political opponents would... I'm sorry.
I'm just going to put this back and don't apologise, it's fine.
I knew my political opponents would attack me for it because...
They have.
Yeah, but we'll have to see whether there's any, you know, balance out there in the country. I'll tell you that because I'll be back on the road again next week, and
I
we'll
bet
see
you will.
what the,
I bet you will as well.
We'll see
and do you
what
know
the,
what? I've got some
reaction
very
is.
sad news.
Oh no.
You didn't make it into Cat World. All those broadsheets, not one picture in Cat World or anything.
Wow.
It's very distressing. But there is a mate of yours from the outside who's missed you a lot and can't wait to see you. And here's his message.
Tony Blair.
A lot's happened while you've been incarcerated, Mr. Galloway. There are several things we'd like to ask you about. The Big Brother people say we mustn't mention what they are until you've been debriefed, but whenever you're ready, so are we, with or without your leotard. In the meantime, do you really think it was a good idea to go into the Big Brother house?
Well, I do, because...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I do, because I think we're a different kind of political force. We want to talk directly to people. We want to show them that there's more important people to talk to than parliamentarians, that the public out there behind their curtains in their living rooms have to be reached. And they have to be reached in the best way that we can. And this was worth a try, I think. At the very least, I look at it this way. The beneficiaries of the charity I nominated will get something to eat.
Yes.
A couple of people will get a job out of my own earnings.
Yeah.
And if the third goal, which was to reach millions of people and hopefully to impress them somehow...
But do you think you've reached them in a good way?
Well, if I've half impressed half the people, then that would be a very big gain, because...
But what if you haven't impressed any of them?
Well, that would therefore be a failed...
No, I know, that is... You've impressed her. Down there, that's good.
That would
no, because it's impossible not to impress all the people. But what
Sure.
I'm saying is that you said that you wanted to go in to reach out to the young people, to the young, exactly kind of what you said just now.
Yeah.
But do you think you did that? Because in the house, actually, you seemed to alienate all the young people, and you actually ended up hanging out with all the older people and being quite mean.
But they were pretty cool older people.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete Burns is not exactly an old-age pensioner.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with them at all, but what I'm saying is you alienated the very kind of people that you seem to want to reach out to, in turn alienating a lot of the young people.
Well, we had our moments together and our terrible half hours. You know, there were times when I was the best of chums with the people that have just been
Preston loved you.
attacking me there. Well,
he really did love you.
He kind of did and he didn't.
No, he really did. He kind of hero-worshipped you until
he discovered that I was thinking of nominating him for eviction.
Because I think he was really hurt.
Everybody thinks all the time about nominating everybody for eviction. That's how the game works.
I know, but then you shouldn't have been upset when he was thinking about...
No,
anyway.
I was upset that they took my rights away, that's all. I expected to be nominated.
Now, you're probably not surprised that MPs have lined up to kind of criticise you, your opponents. And just to let you know, Tony Blair said he hasn't been watching. Right. Can you imagine? Of course he's been watching. Speaker of the House said he has been watching. And the Chief Labour Whip, Hilary Armstrong, launched a petition to get you out of the Big Brother house, saying that your egotistical actions showed a shameful lack of respect for the people of your constituency. Right, you've got your right to reply. Go for it, George.
Well, the people of my constituency elected me against the advice of Mr. Blair and all his government ministers, who came there every day to try and ensure that I was defeated, but I won. And that's the endorsement that counts, the endorsement of people on the streets of Britain, in Brick Lane, where I hope I'll be later this evening, and later...
Having a curry.
Later in the streets of the rest of Britain. That's the proof of the pudding. That's the eating that will count.
OK, well, let's talk about your housemates.
Yeah.
Right, now, the big argument on Monday night, that was a huge turning point for you, I think, George. There was a big argument with Michael, in particular, where some quite heated things were said. Did you feel afterwards that maybe you'd taken that a bit too far?
No, I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and I stand by whatever I said. I was responding to yet another attack by Michael on Dennis. In fact, there was another one just 25 minutes ago.
Dennis is a big boy.
Yeah, but
he can fight his own battles.
Yeah, but they take advantage of the fact that he's a 6'8", black American from the
I don't think
ghettos.
that's got anything-
Yeah, it does, because he doesn't talk in the same way as
But
them.
that's like saying
he doesn't
you
express
don't- that-
himself in the same way as them.
I
And there's a
understand
bit
that,
of
but
this
what about
poking through the
Chantal?
bars.
But you could say the same about you guys with Chantal. Pete with Chantal.
She's as sharp as a tack.
Well, and you're saying Dennis isn't?
He is, but in a different way. He is in a different way. He's extremely articulate over the long run, but in sharp exchanges in a foreign language, he doesn't do well. And I felt that people were picking on him, and I felt that just half an hour ago, Michael started again.
He speaks the same language as us, though.
Well, as
with
Oscar
a
Wilde,
slightly kind of bluer.
Wilde said, we're two people divided by a common language. And when you're... Look, Dennis has 41 brothers and sisters. 41 brothers and sisters. He was
Well, what's
homeless.
that got to do with
He
it?
was homeless for a year and a half in the ghettos of Los Angeles.
But
he comes from a different background.
He is a
to
grown man.
people.
He's extremely
Well,
successful
okay.
in his own right. He
Sure
must
he
have
is.
got this far in show business,
Sure
not
he
just
is.
in his
Yeah,
professional
yeah. Well,
professional life,
I
if he
just-
couldn't
Yeah.
articulate
I just
himself.
felt that there was a tendency to kind of make Mike Tyson out of him all the time, and
Okay.
I resented that.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Okay.
Let's talk about last week. Right, you did say to Preston, I always come to the defence of people that are being picked on.
Yeah.
But an hour later, Pete just completely laid into Tracy in the living room. I'm sure you remember it.
I
It was
do.
uncomfortable to watch. I'm
Very.
sure it was uncomfortable to listen to.
I came into it halfway through, yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
Ah, I did. You've got the tapes.
But what? But you just sat there for a huge amount of time, just letting it happen.
Well, as soon as Pete had left that room, I went into the room he was in and complained angrily about the way that he had treated
why
her.
didn't you? If I'd been Tracy and I'd sat there, and it wasn't just you, it was Chantal, Preston was there, Preston walked out, none of you stuck up for her, I would want you to stick up for me while I'm there.
Well, the thing is, I came in at least halfway through, and I didn't know what the background to all this was.
It doesn't
But-
really matter.
Well, no, he spoke to her in a way that no person should ever speak to anybody.
Good.
And
Well,
I
I'm
s-
glad
and-
you
and
do
I- and I-
believe
and I
that.
said
I'm
that to
glad
him.
you do believe that.
I do believe that.
Because I think he does that a lot. But I think people are frightened of him.
You think?
Were you?
Obviously, I don't... No, not at all. No, I wasn't at all frightened by him. I really respected him.
Do you think?
No.
Do you someone down there just said, do you fancy him? For pity's sake. That's
definitely
one
not.
thing I don't think George is. Now, I'm just going to put this on
I've been
myself.
accused of everything else, but not that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think you're gay.
No.
Now, do you think, George, that you have made any lasting friendships in that house?
Yeah, Dennis and Pete, definitely. Dennis and Pete, I think we'll hang out when we can, yeah.
I've so got a vision of you on the beach in Malibu at Dennis's pad. I mean, on this really big orgy party.
That's not a bad
Right,
idea.
now, do you think it's possible to ever live in harmony in that house?
I think not. I didn't think that when I went in, but I fairly swiftly formed that impression that it's impossible in the circumstances. And Big Brother goes out of his way to make it impossible.
difficult.
Yeah, and that's no doubt part of the entertainment. I don't blame him for that. We knew the rules and the background to it when we came in, but it's really impossible. It is unbelievably boring and turgid through long hours and days and nights with the same people with whom you've got very little in common, and you're cut off from the people you love and the things you're interested in. It's very difficult to keep everything on an even keel.
Listening to you now, are you glad you did the show?
Well, not after I've seen those press cuttings. I'll have to hear from my
George, I know
nearest
you can
and dearest.
talk your way out of that.
Well, we'll
no
see.
pro.
Luckily, I'm not standing in any other elections, so that was my last election, and I lost it. Hey.
One final question. What have you learnt about yourself? Have you learnt anything about yourself that possibly you didn't know before you went in?
I thought I could get on with almost everybody Tony Blair accepted, but I certainly couldn't. I thought I could bring people together in a common cause, and I failed. I thought I could live without the news, and I couldn't. So, yeah, I did learn things about myself. I also learned some quite personal things that I'm not going to talk about on television.
I'll look forward to them in your autobiography. George, I've got to stop you there.
Okay, thanks.
Because here are your best bits.
George Galloway, Member of Parliament. I like to think, as British political figures go, I'm kind of closer to the street than most.
George is trying to run a bit of a socialist dictatorship.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. Comrades.
George does my brain in.
We're all doomed. I hope to show that there's nothing extreme about me. You are a wicked person. You're the most self-obsessed person I have ever met.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Nobody will beat me at this game. A slight feeling of bewilderment when a small puppy won't come to you when called. Well, I'm of an age that's not used to hearing young women talk as graphically.
Not for an orgy, George.
Does that sound terribly old-fashioned?
I just adore him, you know. I wish I was like 15 and he could adopt me.
I don't behave in a silly way. Now, would you like me to be the cat?
Yes, a good pussycat, yes. Cream all over your whiskers.
And I tried to walk the walk by coming in here. I'd be sorry to have lost an election.
Legendary housemate. Thank you very much. George Galloway. Do you want to stay there? You stay there now. OK, so, George, how do you reckon Chantal and Dennis must be feeling right now?
Well, I think they'll be nervous because there's a widespread speculation that there's going to be more than one eviction tonight.
Absolutely right, George. Yes, one of them will be joining you in an eviction later on tonight. Eviction number 2, right after Desperate Housewives at 11:05. Now, listen, if you'd like to be a housemate on Big Brother 7, log on to channel4.com/Big Brother. We'll see you at 11:05.
That drives me crazy. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, that's pretty awesome.
Ooh. Alright. It all switched up. It's gone.
What was that song?